It's time to start the show.
Aga Prime reigns supreme.
Aga Prime here, and I decided I'm going to give you guys a behind-the-scenes look at what goes into these Runi animations you're seeing all over Twitter. Let's get into it. Welcome back to part 3 of how to build a Runi animation. Picking up where we left off in the last video, we've already finished the introduction with the hat flying in, and we're at the point where Deuce's Runi has been conjured into the frame. When I'm making these Runi animations, I like to mix in elements of the owner's personality if I can. If you know my guildmate Deuce, you know it can't be his Runi without him sparking the green. So let's put in an animation that's gonna show him sparking up a pre-roll. To accomplish this, we're gonna need 3 things. We're gonna need images for the face to show him holding the pre-roll, and we're gonna need an image of the pre-roll. So let's get those fitted in the frame. Alright, we got the images in the frame. Let's throw on a mask on the pre-roll so it looks like it's inside his mouth. With the mask applied, we're going to use keyframing to create the motion, the pre-roll coming into frame and his mouth closing to hold it in place. As it stands currently, the pre-roll is just going to show up on the screen. We don't like that. So we're gonna add in this pixel in transition so that the pre-roll materializes on the screen. With the pixel in transition in place, back to keyframing. Alright, I think the keyframes are looking good. Let's preview the animation. Okay, the animation looks good. Now let's move to how we're gonna light the pre-roll. My idea for this is he has this really cool staff with like an eye on it. Wouldn't it be cool if that eye actually lit the pre-roll? Now that we know what our vision is, let's size the staff to where it's at an angle to light the pre-roll. I like the placement of the staff. Running through, the animation still looks smooth. Just like with the pre-roll, we want the staff to materialize on the screen. So we're gonna use glitch blocks to give it a different entrance onto the screen. To give each animation its own time to shine, we're gonna stagger the entrances of the pre-roll and the staff. Now that the Runi has been fully assembled, let's take a screenshot so that we can keep this form to work with. That way we won't need as many frames on our task plane. When working in animations, your task plane can get cluttered quickly. Using the screen capture is a good way to be able to condense your other frames into one. There are a million different ways we could ignite this pre-roll. This is where you let your creativity run wild. In my vision, there will be a laser shooting from the eye that'll spark the pre-roll. From the elements section, I found the laser that I like. Let's fit it in the frame. Let's add a mask to smooth out the animation. Masks can sometimes be a bit of a hassle. They can be at times a little bit difficult to manipulate. It's just something you get used to over time. We'll speed through this section a little bit just for the sake of the video. Alright, I think I got it where I want it. Let's go ahead and review it and then a full render preview. Not to toot my own horn, but man, this animation is looking good. All that's left is to add the flame. I found a flame element that I think will work. Let's fit it into frame. Ooh, I'm on to something, but it needs a little bit more tweaking. What I'm thinking is we need the laser to end just as the flame is going into effect. That way it feels like a shot. It's coming together, I like it, but just needs a few more tweaks. Let's get it just right. Woo, it's looking good, but I just realized I forgot the face animation. Let's quickly throw that on the screen and get it fitted to frame. This is another situation in which using a mask can be beneficial. Since my two face images are gonna be identical in size, I only need to mask out the part where the pre-roll enters the mouth. We have everything in place, but to give something life on screen, you have to think about the other things that accompany it. And when you're thinking of lighting up a pre-roll, one thing that always accompanies that activity is smoke. Since we're in elements, let's see what options we have for smoke. In case you're wondering, those gems on the elements tell you that they are premium. Therefore, in order to use these, you have to sign up for a subscription. There are many free assets you can use to get started. However, if you want a lot of the boom and sizzle, you want to look at the premium assets. There's even a convenient feature that allows you to try some out in your video before you purchase the subscription. Now, if you're interested in these premium assets, I ask that you click the link in the description that goes to my affiliate link. And if you subscribe from there, I will definitely appreciate it because it helps support the channel. Now back to the Runi, we're manipulating the smoke element and how it's gonna affect the area. We're gonna add in a mask to make this cut off a little bit less noticeable. Next, we're gonna go back to keyframing so that we can time the smoke to when the pre-roll is lit. And giving an animation life is the little things that matter. We are alive because we do things. And so it's not simple enough to have a pre-roll in the mouth and to have it on fire. In order for the Runi to be alive, he needs to smoke. So we're gonna add in another element that expresses the exhale of smoke. Nah, don't like this one as much as I initially thought. Let's find another one. Yes, this one's so much better. I like it. We now have a pre-roll smoking Runi that even DuceCrypto will be proud of. But I want to add something a little special for Deuce since he's my Guildmate and a good friend of mine at the end of his animation. So I'm gonna find a smoke out transition. But this is what we're gonna call it. We'll pick up the last of it on video part 4 of how to build a Runi animation. Hopefully you're enjoying the new form content. I'm still working through this, so if you have any feedback, please let me know in the comments. There is no shortcuts. This takes time. These videos are sped up, but hopefully you can see with a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, you can make some wonderful things in Filmora. You've made it to the end. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please drop me a like. Click the subscribe button and click that notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload more. That's all for this one.
Bang, bang, won't stop till we
Prime out.